Good morning, everybody. It's a lovely, brisk spring morning here in Puente, Reina. We're about to leave and head off to Estella today. It is the 18th of April, 2023, and it's day 6. And we're about to cross the ancient bridge, which is called Puente Reina.
Or the Queen's Bridge.
The Queen's Bridge, yes.
And just for a little bit of history, named in honour of Donna Mayer, who commissioned the bridge to help pilgrims to get across the Arga River back in the reign of Pancho III.
How are you feeling this morning, Stephen?
Feeling reasonable. Cold. It's just my voice is still causing me issues. My feet are a little bit beat up. Strapped them up, put in the hiker's wool, so it should be good.
I had a reasonable night's sleep. Had to get up and take medication at about 3 o'clock and wait for that to kick in before I could go back to sleep. My cold is causing me a bit of coughing and a lot of congestion. Other than that, my right knee is a bit sore, but otherwise good.
The Queen's Bridge coming out of Puente Reina. So far the road out of Puente Reina has just been this white gravel type road. Bianchi Strada. Pleasant morning. All good so far.
Every morning as we set out, we're heading west, so the sun is behind us, casting a long shadow on the trek ahead.
I'm betting that's our first stop for the morning, the hilltop town. So at some stage we're going to have to do a little short, sharp climb. We're about to go up the climb, but if you listen in the background you can hear a cuckoo. Okay, so our first climb for the day, hopefully up into our first coffee stop. I don't think it was a town I pointed out earlier. I have a funny feeling that's Siracuy, which is our second stop.
Oh, okay.
So then we'll climb up here, climb down out of here, climb up there. The joy hilltop towns. Beautiful countryside.
We've hit peak hour on the trail. We've got heaps and heaps of pilgrims before us and behind us. And those that we've met on the way so far greet us with, "Hello, Australia!" And of course, you get lots of "Hola!" or "Buen Camino!" And you say that numerous times a day. It's all very friendly and very good. Right now we've got a huge climb ahead, so I'm going to
Sign off there because
sign off.
climb ahead turns into a nasty pinch. And some of the traffic. There's a few up ahead in the trees, you may not be able to see them. Really nasty little sharp incline. Getting there, you may be able to see the windmills or big spinny things in the back. This is where we came from yesterday. So coming into our first stop for the town, Manaroo. About 5.2k done so far. Beautiful morning. Bit of a tough climb up into here. So the first stop, some coffee and First coffee break done. Back on the road. On our way to Seraki. Seraki. It's only a few K down the road, but I believe once again another little top town.
Met a lovely man from Holland, and we shared a table and had coffee and breakfast together. He's travelled all the way from Amsterdam. Amazing.
On foot.
On foot. Amazing. Then hello. How are you? How are you?
A new companion for the road. Lots of energy.
Hello.
So, walking up, and on my left is the local cemetery. All the little towns have their own, and they're all walled in. We've left Manaroo, still walking on the white roads. That's our next destination. That was a little town we could see before. I thought it was going to be our first stop. Seraki. And the hill climb up into it doesn't look too bad actually. According to the sign we just passed, that's 2k away. Our final destination is another 16k. Getting closer. So next destination lies just ahead. Seraki.
Swallows. They're not bad. It's not yet.
They're swallows. So walking through Seraki, medieval hilltop town. So the path goes through a building and has its own stamp. You walk under the building, you can get a stamp there. For the advice of future pilgrims, there's a little toilet facility there as well. And back into the cobbled paved streets and go up and down. The view leaving Seraki. So we come off the road onto a path, over another old bridge, then up a steep little incline. Just to make your day. Keep your heart rate up there.
What we need.
So another location that's fairly famous in the Camino videos, Garden Zen. I think it's been let go a little bit. Whoever started it obviously hasn't been able to continue it. And we're actually working on the old Roman road at the moment. Bit of a little rest area. Maybe a donativo there with something you can grab to eat or drink. Nearly there. And we head down here. Downhill. Not sure where our next destination, but it's down there somewhere.
Oh, like there's a highway down there too.
Yep. So we just keep walking. There's a highway nearby. You can hear the noise from it. But our path is a small, narrow one through the fields. It's like artichokes on one side and wheat on the other. So Julie's been struggling with a bad knee, but still covering the distance. We're getting there. Although we did send our packs forward, so we're not carrying our packs today. Say hello to the fans.
Hi everyone.
So coming into our next destination, Lorca. About 14 k's into the walk, another 7 odd k to go. And that looks like an aqueduct. And from here, it actually looks like it might be made out of wood. Or more likely, concrete made to look like wood. Impressive road underpass. Is there an echo in here? Does this echo?
It echoes. You're echo.
So from when I said we were approaching our next town, it was actually over a k away, and that k's been uphill. So this is the last little push up into the town. The church as you come into the town. So we took a little break in Lorca, had a quiche, a drink here, about to get back on the road. So we make a right. Sign says Puente, 2.8k. Estella, where we're going today, 6.3. So we're getting the day done. Looks like our next destination's just up ahead, a couple of k away. Maybe have a small break there before we do the last push. One of the locals enjoying the sun. The church at Villa. Julie's about to get in a cab to do the last few k's. Her knee and hips are playing up again. But we do what? 17, 18 k's she's done, so pretty big day. I'm about to just knock out the last few k's. Well, the sign says I only can knock out 2.4k. Let's see how true that is. Back off the pavements of this small town onto the sort of white paths, and just walking. Just some of the scenery along the way to Estella. You've always got to stay alert and keep looking around. I mean, I could easily just get into my own headspace and miss these things. But then that would be a pity. I guess that little place down there where you can see a church spire. Hopefully you can see a church spire. It's just there. And the day's nearly done. I'm looking forward to a nice cold beer. So, this is Estella. That's the day done for me. Gotta go and find the accommodation and a cold beer. So, this is the view from our accommodation in Estella. So, once again, this is a belated wrap up for day 6. A little bit too tired to do it yesterday. It was just over nearly a 23 kilometre day, maybe a little bit more, from Puente Reina to Estella. There were some pretty tough climbs in there, and Julie was walking with a injury to her knee, plus still has this cold, which is just hanging in there and doesn't want to go away.
It loves me.
So it was a tough day for Julie. She made it to a villa. I'm going to have to look, sorry, excuse me a second. I'm going to have to look at the guidebook.
I made it to wherever the town was, about 4 k's out of our final destination, which was Estella.
According to the guidebook, that's Villa Attureta.
Villa Attureta. So at that point, I decided that's it. I had enough. Everything was aching and I just was limping along. And so from there, I took a cab to our accommodation. Stephen bravely continued on and joined me later. How long did it take you to get there after I left?
Probably about an hour.
An hour, yeah. So it was a big day, as Stephen said, and the weather was absolutely beautiful, and so was the scenery. We met a lot of other pilgrims along the route, some from England, some from Canada, some from Holland, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, so we got to talk. Oh, and a young lady who was travelling on her own from Taiwan. She also had a knee injury like me and was hobbling along. And she said she was going to go further, so I hope she made it. But yeah.
Well,
Where did we stop for breakfast? That was a really nice place.
Manaroo.
Manaroo. And the hostess there behind the bar was very, very kind. She gave me some hot water so I could take my medication. And we had a lovely breakfast, didn't we?
We did.
With some other pilgrims. And then we went on to have lunch at Lorca, which, was it a tavern or something?
No, it's a pub in Alberg.
It was like being in a cave. It was all stone inside and big rounded low ceiling, like a cellar, I don't know, but it was very atmospheric.
Yep, that was Lorca.
And off came the shoes and up went my foot on a chair to rest, and we just sort of took some time to recover before we continued on. It was uphill and down dale yesterday all day, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. And our accommodation in Estella was lovely. It was right on the river, so we could open our bedroom window and hear the water, see the water rushing by. It was very pretty.
And dinner was a restaurant recommended by the girl at the desk. She said 200 metres up the road. Felt a lot more.
Felt like 200 kilometres because we were so tired.
Look, it was a very nice meal.
Yeah, it was.
It was
Really
great,
nice.
Great meal. But I do know where John Cleese got his inspiration for Manuel. The attitude to service over here is unbelievable. But anyway, it was a great meal.
Yeah, it was.
We enjoyed it. We even enjoyed the waitress. She was good. Good value.
Yeah, she was. She was good value. Anyway, and then we returned to our accommodation, and unfortunately we just crashed. We were just, so tired. But another full day, wasn't it?
Full day. Okay.
Yeah. And we have to be very careful now because the sun, even though the temperature is in the low 20s, the sun really burns. So lots of sunscreen. And even with that, we got a little bit burnt yesterday. And we have to remember to put it on the back of our hands, because when you're using your trekking poles, your hands are exposed, unless, of course, you wear gloves. So we must remember to do that, sunscreen on the back of our hands.
No, change your clothing no longer on you. I'm getting rid of short sleeves and going back to long longs. That's
a good idea, actually. A lot of people walk with long sleeves to protect themselves from the sun, even though it's warm. And that's a very good measure to take.
Okay, so let's wrap up day 6. That's done.
A quick call out to Paige. Paige, my dear, I want to let you know that my glutinous maximus is now all good. No more pain. Love you. Bye-bye, everybody. Good night from us. We will post some photos, images of the day at the end of this.
Okay. Take care, everybody.
Bye. Bye-bye.